What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting the second episode of Noblesse. This is called A Reason to Fight / Nobility. Nobility, I think, is going to be interesting, so I think we're going to start getting into more of Rai's backstory. At least, I assume what we're going to be getting is his backstory, because at the very end of last episode, we saw two random figures that also seem to have the red eyes as him, implying either potentially family or kin to some extent. Perhaps it's a mark of station, hence the nobility aspect of it. We'll see. But noblesse is something that, if you asked me a month ago, I wouldn't have paid any attention to the word noblesse. That would have meant nothing to me. But this is now the third instance, I believe, of me reading and hearing noblesse oblige, which is like the responsibility of, like, if you're noble or in a position of power, it's your responsibility to do the right thing and be of, use your position to help those that are less fortunate, essentially. And this is the third instance of it. Like, we've got it in this, because kind of clues in the name, right? Noblesse. And then we have Genshin Impact as a set bonus of Noblesse Oblige, interestingly. Decent set bonus as well. I might farm that at some point when I eventually get around to farming stuff. And then I'm fairly certain Moriarty the Patriot also used the term, talking about how it's their obligation to do things, noblesse oblige and all that. It's a French saying, right? Or it's linked to French in some way, I can't remember. So it made sense for Moriarty to make mention of it, because their family crest and their thing at the bottom says something in French as well. So, yeah, third time I've heard that now in the span of like 2 weeks, which is interesting. But last time, we watched the Awakening OVA and the first episode, so I kind of had a lot of Noblesse to go through, with the Awakening OVA covering the first chapter, or first volume, I should say, of the original manhwa, and now we're moving on to the next bit. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to Crunchyroll and adapting manhwa, as someone who doesn't read the originals, I am fine with it, because I do not know how much they might be butchering it. But for the sake of being into an anime format, a lot of things will get butchered. And one thing I've noticed is a lot of things are getting changed as well. Like, the anime versions are also featuring changes from the original material in some way, which doesn't typically happen. They don't normally make changes so much as cuts for the sake of time. So that's kind of interesting to see, but I know people will be sharing the same sort of worries that another manhwa by Crunchyroll, another cut, and all this, but at the end of the day, if it wasn't for Crunchyroll, manhwas wouldn't be getting adapted. Like, manhwas are becoming much more popular thanks to Crunchyroll. You can't deny that fact. And whilst they might not be the greatest form of the original work, they are enticing people to look more for manhwas. Like, I have looked up more titles and more shows and things, like particularly the romance section. I have not seen a romance manhwa before, so I'm now looking into what they have to offer and what adaptations I might be looking forward to in the future, because you know me, I love romance anime. So, yes. But yeah, last time we continued off with M21 now working at the school to basically pay off the fact that he's living with Rai and Frankenstein for the time being. We had the gang incidents that he stepped in and just absolutely demolished them. And we also have this mysterious group of individuals that were taking out military people, but are now sent to investigate disappearance of 2 Union members. So they are obviously working for the Union. Well, they might be private hire or something, but so whilst they might not be Union themselves, they definitely serve the interests of the Union, and therefore will be antagonistic to Rai going forward, more than likely. Because the Union was after him specifically, and what makes him special? Who knows? Well, the fact that he's altered people's memories and all the events of the OVA kind of give it away, you know? But anyway, we're going to get into the second episode here. I wasn't really expecting greatness from this. I was expecting it to be a good time, and yeah, I can say I'm quite happy with my time. And now I guess we're going to meet these 2 new characters, the 2 red-eyed people who are plot relevant to Rai in some way. I don't think that'll be family. I don't think they just throw family in it straight away like that, but who knows? Also, family, he's been asleep for like 800 years, so who knows? There might be descendants more than family, but did he have a descendant if he was still alive? No idea. Anyway, as always, these are time-based formats. Bottom left of the screen down here, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play, and then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. Watching this one on Crunchyroll, as I've mentioned, links to that is in the description. And with all that said, let us get into the second episode of Noblesse, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Crunchyroll Originals logo to start us off. That's with all their manhwa projects. Crunchyroll Webtoon production. And the moon, not quite full moon. It's a very, very damaged building. Oh, these are R2. Yeah, no. So yeah, that's a similar... Well, was it similar power to Raya? I don't know. I mean, yeah, she just altered their memory, so... Yeah. Similar to Ryan. His ability to make them forget, his friends forget about the incident. Right, this was the, This is where they had the final battle. Oh. So, whose side are you on? Are they talking about Union here? I don't know. OP time. I can't remember if this is the OP I really didn't care for or not. That's not I don't care for it, it's just not my style of music. Well, I don't really have a style of music, I'll listen to anything, but... Again with the red eyes. There's gonna be something about that. These red eyes they're gonna explain, because a lot of these characters have that in common. And then the red ring. Then here's R2 that we just got introduced to. Well, kind of introduced to. We saw them again. That's about it. Alright. Here we go. Episode 2, Reason to Fight / Nobility. 21. Still. Just made it. Oh ho ho. Okay. Just believes their students immediately. Mm-hmm. That same look. Frankenstein. What are they doing here? Hmm. People like us attend these schools. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna work, is it? Is it actually gonna work on Frankenstein though? They seem to assume that. He's playing along, okay. Just to not raise any suspicions. To let him know, okay. Phone confiscated for looking in class? No, okay. Okay, Regis. Regis and Sarah. I'm not gonna remember them at all. Okay, everyone's happy because, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yep. 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 They can immediately sense his aura. Okay. Who's to say human? Well, if they're not here for him, what are they here for? I thought they'd specifically be looking for him. Okay. Everyone's first time with chopsticks is like that. Wow. Okay. The godliness of eating ramen. Mm-hmm. I like how they're keeping that up. Yeah, dude's just infatuated. I mean, he's a man of taste. Oh boy, here we go. Ah, of course. He's being a bro about it. Mm-hmm. Gonna talk about the new people. Aha, okay. Yeah, why are they here? Mm-hmm. He probably has a very good idea. Hmm. So Noblesse is a state of... Oh, okay. And that's why they wanted... Right. So when they talk about humans messing, they were... These two are probably anti-union. Probably. Might not be as clear-cut as that, but... Oh, we're still pretty powerless. We rely on so much. That was more prominent, though, yes. Hmm. Never called the Noblesse. Treating them as almost like gods. Noblesse oblige. Mm-hmm. Nobles. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's very true. It depends how out of touch they are with things. Correct and incorrect. Interesting. Because Frankenstein doesn't have the eyes. He's just a servant to Rye, who actually is a noble. But like the noble of nobles, I guess, is his thing. This is one hell of a just group. Yep. Okay. That looks a bit more refined. The god, dude. You could at least learn his name. Ah. Okay. Frankenstein, poor guy. Oh boy. Things just get so much more complicated. But hey, you can observe them at all times now. You know when they leave. He's probably not comfortable with it. He also understands his place. Hmm. Oh, sees that. Gonna mistake them for potentially a problem. I guess his existence is a problem, right? A normal human that's been experimented on to have. Yeah. Even though he's left, he still has the markings of one. Mm hmm. M21. Yeah, M24 as well, who's unfortunately dead. Technically. Although in that case, he's a victim. They're gonna cite him for it. Mm hmm. It is, actually. And of course, they suspect him for it. Mm hmm. Going to look for M21. Probably. Yep. Okay, going straight at it. I don't think he had a choice. Did he have a choice in that matter? I can't remember if it was actually a choice for these test subjects. Did they know what they were getting themselves into? Maybe they did, and then they realized how they were being used, and then going forward. I can't remember the specifics. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. Really? Wow. Okay. I mean, if he's honest, then this should help. Mm-hmm. Just playing it off as if he doesn't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, what did they steal? Oh, the power, obviously. Ah, that's a misinterpretation. Well, I think he should have, whatever. Yeah. Wow, really? Wow. Very aggressive, outright. No, both completely misunderstanding each other. I love it. But yeah, this is not a fight M21 can win. Question is if... Oh, okay. Just a bit. Okay. There's something in that bag, isn't there? Or is he just gonna fight? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Dude's actually... Dude's actually doing pretty well. Oh, wow. It's actually impressive. Yeah. Just let this play out. Don't give it anything away. Yeah, humans aren't completely useless. Oh. Oh shit, he packing. Oh shit. I expect him to pull a knife, but... Dude's actually impressive. Although they'd have been fine, you know. I expect him to have something in the bag, but guess he wouldn't have a reason to. You could say that. Yeah. That's true. That's very true. These two. These two. Okay. They resolve their differences a little quickly, but that's fine. And then ED time. With an actual live action ED panning shot. Which is actually really nice. That was a good episode. We do have an after credit scene though, I think. Yeah, we have an after credit scene, so stick around. Also, fun fact that I kind of just realised. I don't know how often this really happens. It's not often, because usually anime come out around about anywhere from like 4 p.m. to about 8 p.m. UK time. That's usually when anime starts coming out. Midnight Japan is 4 p.m. British time, for reference. So it usually means that shows come out after an hour or two after the Japanese broadcast. This one comes out like 2 hours before the TV broadcast in Japan, which is not very common for shows, as far as my experience goes. So, just a fun little fact about this show. But I do like the CD. It's kind of refreshing and unique to have this live-action panning shot of all things that are obviously relevant in some aspect. Alright, and now after credit scene. Oh boy, these two. They're still at it. They're doing something, aren't they? Oh, they're just... They're still going. Oh boy. Right, he's gonna say ramen. He's gonna say ramen. Yep. Fucking knew it. Okay. Okay. That was good. Now the Webtoon logo. Alright, that was a good episode. That was a good episode. I enjoyed that a lot. More, well, relatively relaxed episode. We introduced 2 new characters, also as nobles. So it appears that the red eyes and that red symbology is indicative of them being nobles and their power above normal humans, of which, back in the day that they were ruling, was substantial. Nowadays, humans actually have their own power. Well, they don't really have their own power. They've utilized their intelligence to make their own power, essentially, with technology and learning martial arts and stuff like that, which is much more prominent. But I mean, even in the time that they would have been nobles and revered like that, there would still be armies and archers and all these sorts of things to actually show that humans aren't completely powerless like back then, unless they're implying a universe where there was no war, which is very unlikely. Let's be real. As long as humans exist, war will exist. I think that's basic. I can't imagine a world where there is no war. Like, no one's fighting no one. I don't think that's possible with the amount of people on the planet. Because we will always disagree on something, and someone will always take it that bit too far and decide, yep, I now only must kill you for what I believe in. Which is just so detrimental to everything, but whatever. Yeah, good episode. Learned a bit more backstory on Nobles. Yeah, I like the new characters. I like M21 and what's his face? Oh crap! I just what was it? Regis was his name. Okay. I love him and M21's back and forth. Like, the fact it was still going on after the credits was perfect. Like, that was just perfect idea. Like, just to have them going, bickering back and forth right before the ED. The whole ED plays, and you just cut back to them still bickering, now complaining about the size of their rooms, and it's just like, I will not accept that you have a bigger room. I told you I'll trade down. I do not want to be indebted to someone like you. Alright then, don't complain. I'll fucking kill you. I love them. I love these two. There's a good dynamic there. I honestly feel like, at least these first two episodes, and maybe it's because this is on the next chapter or next volume of the manhwa and is not adapting the original, a lot of the focus is off of, Rai. Rai? I should be calling him Rai because his name's Raizo, right? So I should call me Rai. I don't know if I've been saying Ray any of this time, but whatever. Yeah, a lot of the focus has been kind of off of him for the most part. Probably because we've already established his character and who he is in that little Awakening OVA. So we can now spend more time on other characters, I suppose. But yeah, what happened to the other girl? Like, okay, someone from... Let me just find it. Hang on. From the original Awakening thing, it was a group of... There was a group of 4 of them, right? So it is... So it was Rizal and his 3 buddies, including this girl Yuna. Right? So what the hell happened to her? Like, what on earth happened? Or Emmy, as she was in the anime. They have changed names from the original, except for Rai and Frankenstein. Those are the only 2 that seem consistent right now. And then, yeah, Tashiro was Han Shimwoo, and then Manabu was Wu Kan. So I'm going to have to get used to remembering their anime names, not their manhwa names. But yeah, what happened to Emmy? Like, she kind of just disappeared from their friend group. I'm just curious as to why that happened. Like, is she coming back at some... Actually, don't tell me if she's coming back, but... Is there a reason why she's now absent from a lot of these scenes where they were kind of like getting together and doing things? Because... She seemed very buddy-buddy with them with the Awakening OVA, and she should have been privy to the same mind wipe thing that the rest of them had, so she shouldn't think anything's off. Yeah, just what happened to her, and why is she not really with our group so much anymore? I'm just kind of curious about that fact. Is it just cut for the sake of time on the anime's part, or is there a reason why she's not present in some of these scenes? Maybe she was hurt. Maybe she was hurt more in the actual fight or something. I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah, I just don't feel like we've mentioned her at all this season. So someone help me with that. So that would be very much appreciated. But other than that, yeah, good episode. I enjoyed it, and this story is still interesting. So it seems like our other nobles are also against the Union. They are against their power being used to... It goes against the natural order of things. They know that this power is dangerous and should not be in the hands of just normal humans. They realize the problems it could make. So they're trying to control it and stem the flow of it so that they can't do this. Hence why our boy Regis doesn't really like M21 so much. I do think they're going from fight to completely, well, not completely resolved, let's be real. Like, they're never going to be completely resolved for the sake of this banter, right? But I feel like that was a little fast in them just suddenly agreeing not to kill each other. Little fast, but I mean, you got the main point across. They realized, hey, this is not quite, yeah, your perception of humans is a little weird right now, so hey, check yourself. So, it's not so bad. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, as per usual. Leave your comments as well on what you thought of the episode, as well as my questions about Emmy, or Yuna, as she was in the manhwa. Likes and comments are really the best way to help grow the channel out. The engagement that gives is a better channel boosting than just views alone. So thank you everyone who takes the time to engage in that way. And don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode of Noblesse, as well as the rest of the full 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. Massive lineup of shows this season. Like, absolutely massive lineup of shows. Like, what is that? That's 12. So that's, yeah, like 24 odd shows at least. Even if I do drop one, it'll still be 24 shows. And we've got Gallon Dino coming back later this season as well. So, a lot of shows. I'm sure I'm watching something that you guys are watching this season. So thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.